And the skin tint is really lightweight. Like, you can't really tell that there's anything on your face. Like, it doesn't feel like heavy or like you've piled on a bunch of products or anything. It really does feel lightweight. So I do love that for me. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I'm going to be testing out Fenty Skin SPF skin tint. So it's like a skin tint with a moisturizer and SPF in it. I'm really excited to try this out. This is my first like skin tint. I have had this product for a long time. As you can see, I have used it, but I've never done a full face with it. So like concealer, setting powder, you know, the works, what I would usually do with the foundation. I'm gonna try out today with the skin tint to see how it holds up throughout the day. Basically just have a few errands or anything like that, so I'm gonna be checking in every few hours just to see how it works, if it holds up well or not. So that's basically what I'm gonna be doing for today's video. So let's go ahead and get started. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if it's your first time here, and definitely leave a like on this video below. So what I usually do with this, I usually just go ahead and apply it. Sometimes I usually like a brush or like a blender sponge, so that's what I'm going to be using today. So a little here and here, not here. I saw somebody doing it like they just rubbed it all in their skin. I don't know if I can do that, but I'll tell you guys what the color that I'm using. So this is the Fenty Skin Tint SPF with the sunscreen. And then this is the color number 7. So yeah, it does say that you should use it every day. Always use it on dry skin, of course, after like your toner or serum. I just used it right after I like clean my face, and then I put on my moisturizer, so that I didn't use any serum today. And then you should apply it 15 minutes before sun exposure. It's like snowing outside, so I just really wanted to try, like, you should still be applying SPF even if it's not, the sun isn't out, so still do that, guys. And then apply every 2 hours. I've never done that. Honestly, I've really never really read the instructions, so I've really never done that. But we'll see how long it holds up. This really is a good skin match for me. Like the Fenty foundation, I don't really use because it wasn't, you might have to reapply this like a few more times. It wasn't, I feel like the Fenty foundation, on the other hand, it's a bit orange on me, so I never use it, but this is a really good shade match. Don't forget to get your eyelids, guys. The foundation I'm using right now, though, I usually use Milani. I feel like that was the only foundation I've tried so far that is like a really good match. Like, it's really close to my own skin tone. They're the ones I feel like they always have like these yellow or orange undertones, and I don't like the way that it looks on me, so I don't really like them. But like I said, I feel like I didn't get my under eyes that well. And like I said, don't forget your eyelids. I just apply it everywhere like I normally would, like foundation. That's the way I'm applying it. Like, literally, it's such a good shade match. Like, you can barely even tell I have anything on, and it is really moisturizing. Even though I already have moisturizer on. Only reason I applied a moisturizer underneath, even though this is already like has a moisturizer in it, is just because I'm going to apply something on top of it, the skin tint, and I know my skin can get like dried out really quickly for like makeup products, especially if you're not using like a primer or something like that. So yeah, I didn't use a primer. I just used my regular skincare moisturizer after I washed my face. And I do have a whole skincare routine posted already, so if you guys haven't already, definitely do check out that video too. You got everything. I'm just double checking that there's no indifferences within my skin, but yeah, you can already see like it is moisturizing, you know, and does really, like I said, blend really well with my skin. Like, you can't even tell that I have anything on. So now that I blended all of that out, that portion is done. So we already have our foundation, our base. So what I really want to do is get started with the rest of my face, like I'm doing a full face I normally would. So I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Brow Freeze Gel. Usually just apply a little bit of this because it'll really get like cakey with your makeup. Like if you have something else on, it's really easy for it to get lined up in your eyebrow somehow. So I really try to be careful with how much of the product is on the spooling. I'm just brushing up my eyebrows. I recently just shaved my eyebrows. Well, plucked them. For some reason, this part of my eyebrow is like missing that top part, but this one isn't. I don't even know how. I've had that for like forever, and no matter how many times my eyebrows grow back in, like I've even let my eyebrows grow back in completely fully, like they're really thick and everything, and that part still did not come. So evidently I was just born with a missing part of my eyebrow because it's not there. So after I brush up my eyebrows and everything like that, some people like to go in with like concealer underneath it. I don't really do that. Most of the time I really don't like go underneath my eyebrow at all. I like just to have like a really natural look, so I don't really go underneath them or anything like that. So all thing I'm gonna do next though, I'm just gonna go in with my mascara. So this is the Rare Beauty mascara, just the color black. And I use 2 different mascaras now just because I've seen this video of somebody who did 2 different mascaras and I really like the way it looked. So that's what I'm gonna be starting to do, or at least I just started to do it. And I'm just going under my lashes. And for a long time, I stopped wearing mascara. I used to wear it all the time when I was in like middle school and a little bit of high school, and then I just stopped wearing it. Now I've started wearing it again because I don't really like to keep wearing or applying clusters all the time. So somehow I always end up pulling out my eyelashes. So I just, on the days when I don't wear clusters at all, I just like to use mascara instead. Been waiting all day to hear back from my family because right now they are in Los Angeles, not Los Angeles, but they're in the greater Los Angeles area. And obviously, if you guys have watched the news or you're on TikTok or anything like that, you've definitely heard about the fires there. So I'm just a little bit worried. I know the air quality is terrible. Obviously, they're a bit farther away from the actual area. I just want to make sure that they're okay with like the bad air quality and everything. And then my grandpa actually does live really close to, like, he's right in LA. And so I do need to definitely been trying to check in with him. I know that he's sleeping right now just because of the time difference. So I'm in Missouri and he's in California. I have to just wait for him to wake up so I can check in on him to make sure that he's doing okay. If you guys are in Los Angeles, definitely do stay safe. I know everybody's like making so many jokes on TikTok and everything, but it really is serious. Like people's homes and, you know, natural life, everything's getting burnt to the crisp, but that is definitely serious. And then I seen like that video of people having to leave their cars. I could not imagine. That's just really scary. And the skin tint is really lightweight. Like you can't really tell that there's anything on your face. Like, it doesn't feel like heavy or like you've piled on a bunch of products or anything. It really does feel lightweight. So I do love that for me. If you guys don't have it already, definitely do purchase it. I think I got this from Sephora. It was about like, I don't know the exact price. It might be like $40, $50. But this did come separately, like the case and then the actual skin tint did come separately. So they're like sold apart. I don't remember how much exactly I spent on it. So I have to price check that for you guys. But if you don't have it already, I would definitely think about purchasing, if you've really never tried a skin tint before, this definitely would be a good first option for you. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. And then I'm gonna go in with my second mascara. This is a really old one. I've had it for a long time. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. Like I said, I used to use mascara all the time. I mean, it's not like really, really old, but I've had it for a bit. You should not be making makeup for a really long time, guys. Makeup does expire. I really do wish I knew how to do makeup when I was in high school. Like, I know how to do makeup when I was almost out of high school, so when I started doing it at home by myself. I mean, it's still good. Like, it was good, but I think I wish I did know how to do makeup when I was in high school. Or at least wasn't scared to wear it out of the house. I don't know how many people have like makeup anxiety. Like, when I was younger, I would do my makeup, but I wouldn't leave the house in it. Like, I was terrified that, I don't know what I was terrified of, honestly. Just like anxiety. I don't know. I was terrified to leave the house in it. And so I would do my makeup, you know, for however long it took me to do it. And all that hard work, all that waste of product, it looked nice. And I would just not keep it on. I don't know why. Okay, so now that I'm done with the mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with concealer. I'm gonna be using multiple concealers today, guys. So the first one I'm gonna be using is NK Makeup. This is a Perfection Multi-Use Concealer, and then it's the color 6. And the color 6, this is the drugstore makeup. I think I got it at the beauty supply or something like that. Hence why it's missing a lid. It's crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna use some of this. It's almost gone, like literally barely any product comes out, but I really do like the shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and go underneath my under eye right there, just right in the corner is all I'm using. And then I like to take a makeup sponge and then I spurt it with my setting spray, and I use the e.l.f. matte magic mist and set setting spray. So I'm just gonna go ahead and damp up that. And I feel like it just helps with like the blending process, so that's why I use that. I feel like I always do my makeup the same most of the time. Like, it's good to have a routine, but I also want to try like different things. I mean, it's a new year, so it's all about, you know, changing it up and something different. So I really do want to try something different. So I do have like a series coming up where I'll be trying like different makeup looks and testing them out. Just allows me to get better at makeup practice and stuff like that. The next one I'm going to be using is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer. I just picked this one up. Also full coverage. And I do like the way that it dries. Like, it doesn't like crack or crease on me or anything like that. And then this is in the color 35N. Do you see that? It's a little blurry. There we go. Go right underneath my eye with this, and then I'm also going to go on the side of my nose with this. Like that. And put a little bit right here, and then a little bit right here, and just a line down my nose with that. So you're going to spray that. I'm gonna just start blending out right here, right under my under eyes. And then I'm gonna go to the smaller areas to really blend it out. Because the last thing you want is your chin to be all crazy looking. And then blend out right on my forehead. This I blend outward because I didn't put the product in like a fan, but I want it to be all fanned out, like right over my eyebrows. So I blend upwards with my brush. See, so it goes like this, like that effect. You can do it like that with your concealer, but I don't like to use like a lot of product, especially like concealer sometimes, so I don't really like to do that. But and then I just blend like this on my nose. And then I'm gonna go in now with my blender sponge and blend out the rest. Younger me would be screaming right now because I was so terrified of concealer. Like, I was so scared of concealer. I literally thought that it wasn't a good idea to put that much concealer in, but I was always wondering, like, how did I get that bright under eye? But I would never put that much concealer on my face. That's literally how they get the bright under eye concealer. It's getting hard to blend that right there. I don't want it to be choppy. Try to blend something and it's not blending. I don't want it to get like cakey and stuff. I'll just use more setting powder spray. I never understood like the need for like really small blender sponges, because like they're sponges, like just blend, like squish them up, use them, get in the creases. That's their job. I don't know. That is the job of the sponge. And then I'm going back over my chin just to make sure it is really blended out, and then my nose. So now that I'm done with that, I do think it looks pretty good on this. So now that I'm done with that part, what I'm going to do is go back in what I'm gonna do. Well, like my eyelids look kind of bare. Kind of bare. So what I'm gonna do is, what am I going to do? Actually, I'll do that part last. So the last thing I'm going to do is take another concealer. This is the Fit Me Color 20 in Sand Maybelline New York. And I just put this just a little bit. I literally just put a dot here and a dot here. Like that. And then you just want to blend it out. Again, spritz, spritz, spritz. Then I'm gonna use my brush. I use this really small. Spritz, spritz. And this is just to really define the under eye a little bit more, so that it is a little bit brighter. You can see that the under eye is a little bit more brighter, so that I don't know, I just like the way it looks. So then I'm using this Miss A banana setting powder, and I'm just gonna put it everywhere where most places that I put my concealer. So I'm just going to put it underneath my eyes. Then I'm gonna put it on my chin. So now that I'm waiting for that to bake, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my lips. I'm gonna do a simple lip today because I'm not really going anywhere special. Just going to run errands. I'm gonna use this brown, I just turned into water. This brown lip liner. It's just drugstore. I don't really know. I gotta use that. Something subtle. And I love a good brown lip. I'm just gonna go over it with a clear gloss because I think it's really simple, but still cute. Simple is best sometimes. Lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and blend out this bake. Don't want to wait too long because it's gonna be really hard to blend out. I'm gonna try a brush to mix as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my blush. I usually just put this like right here. Why is that streaking? Blender. Let's. Just seeing that. Imagine I ruined the entire makeup look with blush. Not very subtle. Okay, there. I don't know what was going on. And that is the finished look, guys. I do think it looks pretty good. But we have to do the test, so I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna tell you guys, check in every few hours or so, or by the end of the night, to let you guys know how it held up throughout the day. And I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, so I'm back with an end of the day update. As you can see, there's nothing on my face. The makeup did end up starting to like crack, and especially like the crevices like of my nose, and it just started to like really cakey and chalked up throughout the day. Like it just got worse throughout the day, even though it was like cold outside. So I would not recommend doing that. I feel like it would have been better maybe if I did like put on the primer on beforehand, then it could have possibly worked out better, lasted a bit longer. I feel like just like having my normal skincare facial moisturizer, it didn't really help like keep my skin, my makeup like really moisturized and hydrated and things like that. So maybe next time I would be trying and maybe still put on my normal facial primer, knowing that I was gonna put on all of that other makeup in it, especially because it was like a skin tint moisturizer you needed to reapply every 2 hours. That could have also been another reason why it didn't really work out. So for right now, guys, for this moment, the purpose of the video, I would not recommend doing a full face on top of that. So that is just my opinion for how it worked out with me. So that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys really did enjoy it, and stay tuned for next Tuesday's video, and I can post another video next Thursday as well. And don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Bye guys.